Okay, our next presenter is Ashley Brevil from the Public Affairs PhD program.
Imagine experiencing pregnancy loss and having it end suddenly. Data tells us that Black women are 3 times more likely to experience a pregnancy-related death than white women. Similarly, infants born to Black moms are 2 times more likely to die within their first year of life than infants born to white moms. But what happens to the survivors? How does pregnancy loss impact the emotional well-being of Black women? This is the question that my research study seeks to answer. I conducted a qualitative study talking to 12 women who had experienced pregnancy loss at various stages, including infant death, miscarriage, abortion, and pregnancy loss. And what I found was that Black women experience medicalized trauma almost from the entry point into the healthcare system. I call this model the invisible cradle theory. Black women described feeling dismissed, devalued, their concerns not properly addressed. One participant described her twins dying at 21 weeks while she was on hospitalized bed rest, and her provider leaving the room abruptly after sharing the news. What's worse is she followed up at 6 weeks later, and the doctor didn't even bother to check her chart. They asked her, "How are the twins?" And she had to remind them that her babies had died. Many participants recounted similar stories. They talked about the isolation and loneliness that they felt following their experience of pregnancy loss, having to find their own support systems, connecting with people on their own through organic relationships. But many of them felt that that support should have come from their medical team. What I found was that we don't do a good job of validating the pregnancy loss experience as a part of the maternal mortality continuum. We treat it like it's an isolated incident, that we send women off on their own to support themselves after. We say, "Be strong, you can do it, you'll have your baby." But for some women, that time never comes. And for others, that grief is so deeply embedded within them that they never really come out of it. What I hope to do with this research is to educate healthcare providers about the ways to care for Black women when they are going through the deepest grief of their lives, to show them the ways that they should connect them with resources, providers, support groups, mental health professionals to help them navigate this grief and despair. Ultimately, what we found is that Black women need to be seen, valued, and supported. Because when Black women feel seen, valued, and supported, everybody benefits. I'll leave you with some words from a participant in my study, because her words can emphasize the urgency of this issue far better than mine can. She said, "When there is no body to bury, grief looks very different." Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Ashley's advisors are Ashley Yalim and Trenton Marsh.